Thank you for listening to the Golden Hour Drip podcast with me, Logan Lee Miller. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to the Golden Hour Drip podcast. I'm your host, Logan Lee Miller. I just had the most amazing day, honestly. It's actually been a pretty good week. I have been super busy this summer. If you've been listening to Golden Hour Drip all year round, you know that 2023, it was going to be a crazy summer. I have so much going on, so many events planned. I loved every single minute of it. But sometimes you forget to make time for the people who matter. Make time for the people whom you love with all of your heart. This last week, I got to hang out with my little sister. It was great. I got to hang out with my mom, my dad, my brother. It was so good being in Iowa. This week, I have planned these little events with some of my friends. So I went to coffee this morning. I went and got a coffee. I felt so bad, honestly, though. I'm a little run down. If you can't tell, I think I might have the start of some summer cold or some allergies or something, because my nose, I've been sneezing like crazy, and I have just a little something. I think I'm running myself down just a little, so I'm trying to prioritize rest as well. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose on this whole rest ordeal, but I accidentally slept in this morning. I felt so bad. Here's the thing. I will schedule in advance my meetings with my friends, and I like to think of them as business meetings because it's a non-negotiable. I have to go, right? I would love to be an impromptu girly. I would love to just fly by the seat of my pants, but I cannot because I have to fit everything in. And that's just how life is. And maybe you can relate. Maybe you got a lot going on and your best friend you haven't talked to in months because she's your bestie, right? And she'll understand. So this morning I wake up at 7:07 and I have a text message from one of my besties, and we were supposed to meet for coffee that morning at 7. She texted me at 7 o'clock. It's hey, I'm here. I sprung out of bed. I called her immediately. I said, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I just woke up. My alarm didn't go off. Something happened. And I said, I'm so sorry. It's going to take me 15 minutes to get to town. I would love to still meet with you this morning. If it's not going to ruin your morning, I would still love to see you, because I had not seen her since the start of June. And it is August. So it's I would love to see you. I'm so sorry for being late. But I made it a priority. I wish it's an accident, right? I wish my alarm, I wish I would have set an alarm. I wish I would have had my calendar alert me. I don't know what happened. I will say my phone is at max capacity right now. Max capacity. She could not get more filled. This weekend I'm making it a priority. I'm clearing out my phone, but she's full and she has not been acting right because she has no storage, no space. So maybe that happened. I wish I could blame it on that, really and truly. It could have played a part into it, but the real part was I'm so tired, but I'm trying to make my friends a priority. I'm trying to make the connections a priority, and it's easier said than done. I'm struggling. I really am with trying to fit everybody in, and that's what you get for loving people in different locations. If you have not heard the episode about what was it called? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. You should absolutely go listen to that. But this is what you get for loving people in different locations. So I'm making it a priority. I'm putting it on the calendar. I felt so bad that I messed up and slept in for today's little coffee date. But it was such a good conversation. I got there, I was running late. I am so glad I had one of my favorite things to do is to reduce decision fatigue. So having clothes in your outfits that you can immediately pull together, not think about too much. I got dressed in literally a minute 30, put my contacts in, and I was out the freaking door. I was running, and I got there. I felt so bad. I was literally late, but it went well. She was understanding. I was so thankful that she's such a good friend, right? And we got to hang out and we got to talk, and it was such a good conversation. I missed her so much. This evening, I went to a hot yoga class with Ken. I was so excited. Kennedy has been on the podcast before. She is one of my sorority littles and one of my good friends. And we went to a hot yoga class. It had like bar mixed in. It was so fun, so good. I was dripping sweat, like so much so I'm holding on to the bar and there's like sweat just like dripping from my nose to my yoga mat. It was so embarrassing. I need to like get some like disinfectant wipes I can bring afterwards, because I've ordered a sweat towel, right, like some microfiber or like gym towels, and I have my own yoga mat, but I need either a yoga sweat towel or some sort of like disinfectant, because she is gross. Okay, I need to wipe that thing down. But and then we hung out and we went and got something from Cooper's Hawk. It was really good. I had a mocktail there. It was called the Spa, and it was mint and jalapeno and cucumber, and it was chef's kiss. It was so good. I gotta learn how to make it. But we had such good conversation. I was tired all day. I feel a little jet lagged, even though there's like no time difference, because I drove home on Tuesday night. Wednesday, I like had a full day of work and decided to record a podcast with one of my recently met friends, and she was all the way in Shawnee Mission, so I had to like drive out there, and then I didn't get home until late, and then Thursday I woke up late, and then I had hot yoga tonight, and it's all these things, right? And you can either make excuses that you're too busy for your friends, or you can make them a priority and you can fit them into your schedule. Okay, you're one of two girlies. You either fit them in your schedule or you're too busy and you let those friendships die out. It is up to you, okay? We all have the same amount of time. And like Kennedy and I, we went to a workout class. That like was good for my physical health, right? Like going to a workout class. I recorded a podcast with another friend, right? Like I'm trying to strengthen that relationship. I went to a coffee. I'm gonna get Starbucks anyways. I might as well text a friend and say, do you want to get coffee with me? I feel so bad that I was late. That is besides the story, besides the point. But I'm making it a priority. And this afternoon after work, when I need to drive to town to go to hot yoga, that's a 30-minute drive for me. I could have said I'm tired and I could have bailed, but I didn't, because I wanted to see her. I haven't seen Kennedy for like 8 months. 8 months, that is a long time. Yesterday when I had to record the podcast, I literally thought about canceling so many times, just rescheduling for a different day. But I made the commitment. I gotta follow through. Next week, I have plans with other friends, and I haven't seen them for a while. That's what happens when you travel. It is the end of summer. I can either be wishing, I wish I would have hung out with them, I would have made them a priority, I would have done this, I would have done that, or I can start. Summer is not over, okay, honey? It is not over. You still have plenty of time to make plans with your friends. You have plenty of time to work on your bucket list. I still want to go to an amusement park, so I'm trying to fit that in to, my August. Like, how can I go to, a little amusement park, a little water park? That's what I think would be so fun. I still need to go swimming in a pond. Like, I haven't done that since Lily's graduation. That was back in May. Like, you have your priorities and you put things on the calendar. This year we had a lot of weddings, we had a lot of bridal showers, we had a lot of bachelorettes, we had all the things. I loved them. I felt like they were so good. Now I gotta catch up. Now I need to make time for my friends. I need to hang out with them, and I need to connect. Because if you don't have the connection, then you're gonna lose your friends. And sometimes, we all fall into the trap of a new job, a new love, right? Like a new something, a new shiny thing. And it can take all of your time, right? Like it can just devour up your minutes. And you can either focus on that new relationship, or because that's good. Like we've all been in love before. We all love to hang out. I know, like when Garrett and I first got together, I wanted to hang out with them all the time. But I knew when Garrett and I first started dating that I needed to make my friends a priority too. I needed to hang out with my friends too. So even if Garrett and I were eating Chinese, watching a movie, and it's like, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and my friend texted me and she's like, hey, it's Thursday night. Do you want to go out for a Thirsty Thursday? I was texting them, yes. Was it every single time? No, because it's important to have like a healthy balance between staying in with your boyfriend and then going out and being a college student. And so for me, like, I think it's so important to have your independence away from like your relationship. And so Garrett and I do a lot of things that are separate. But I mean, if you spend every single day to each other and you hang out all the time and you have all these shared experiences, then you can't share about your day because he already knows everything that you did. Same with your work, right? Like, are you getting too close to your work friends? Are they actually your friends? Let's be real. If you were not working where you were working, would you want to be friends with that person? Is this a toxic work friendship? Are you just complaining about the work environment? When you come home, what are you talking to your parents, to your spouse, to whoever you live with, your roommates? Is it negative? Is it all about work? Get a different personality than your boyfriend, your work, or anything else that is consuming you, because there is so much more to life. And you know what? If your boyfriend breaks your heart, if your husband runs out on you, I mean, knock on wood, you know, my dogs are probably gonna bark. I'm so glad they didn't. But you know, you might get fired from your job. And you know what? Friendship is gonna come and go as well. You might think someone is gonna be your bestie for life, and then they don't. So diversify. That's what this episode is all about. Diversify your time. Where are you spending most of your time? How can you spread it out a little bit more? This is not to say you can't work on your goals, you can't work on your dreams, you can't work on all those good things. But show a little love to your besties. If you're in my life trajectory, if you are anywhere around my age, if you are post-grad, it is so hard to coordinate and plan events with your friends because everybody lives in different places. Everybody has different work schedules. Everybody has plans. Everybody has this and that. So it is so important to actually get it on the calendar, hang out with those friends that you love so very much, and make an effort, make an actual effort. I know you can. And if they're a true friendship, you are going to pick up like nothing has changed. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun. I have I wouldn't say so many, I have a select few of friends, probably 5 or 6, that I can talk to them at any point in their life and it's like no time has passed. Kennedy is one of them. I swear, as soon as Kennedy and I get together, we are chattering like crazy. It's like no time has passed. I am picking up. We have so much to share. We're sharing this and that. And I know her. And she knows me. And she knows those weird things that I did that like in college or the things in her, timeline. I know that. And she knows mine. And so it's like, oh, we are so on. I love that. Or new friendships that you haven't quite got to explore everything. How fun is it to hear a story that you haven't heard 15 times already? Because I will tell you this, when you are picking a spouse, make sure you love how they tell stories, because I promise you, you will hear the same story that you heard on your 3rd, 2nd, 4th, whatever date. You will hear it another 15 times probably, okay? And he might even try to tell you the same story, right? Like, oh my gosh, when I was a kid, we all like to commemorate different memories, right? Like, it helps us remember it. It helps us honor it. It helps us like be happy. So fine, share your story as many times as you want, but you better love how he tells that story because you're going to hear it a lot. How fun is it to sit in front of a friend and you've never heard their story before? You've never heard what they did in 3rd grade. Like, that is so fun. And also it opens your mind up to so many opportunities, so many different things. So schedule time with your friends this weekend, okay? Or next weekend. Just hit them up, shoot them a text, say, what are you doing? I would love to hang. I miss you so much. If they live super far away and you can't afford a plane or catch a plane or even drive there, do a FaceTime dinner, okay? Like prop up your phone, do a little FaceTime, do a little Zoom, whatever, and eat with them over the phone, whatever. Get some human connection, even if it is through technology. You got this, all right? So don't take your friends for granted. Make time for the people you love, family, friends, loved ones, whatever. Do all your things. And yeah, that is it for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like. If you're listening on the podcast app or any social media or like Spotify or anything like that, please, please, please give me a rating. I would absolutely love and appreciate it so much. And I'll see you in the next one.